Could Aston Villa have their first player through in the January transfer window? Well, it seems that way. And this is all about Oscar Mingueza, who we covered a couple of days ago, as he seems set to be joining Aston Villa. It's all down to him, it seems. Before we go any further in this video, to give you the more details about this player, to show you some highlight clips as well of what he's like, and to really chat about what this signing could mean and do for Aston Villa, then make sure to smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and get in the comment section as well your thoughts on this. Is this something that you are excited about? And of course, as I said, we're so close to 14,000 subscribers, so any support on that would be greatly appreciated. So let's get straight into it. No beating around the bush. This is the story of today. Aston Villa want to pay Oscar Mingueza'S 20 million euro release clause. Everything depends on the player now. So Aston Villa, they've done their homework. We believe that Monchi was out watching him the other night and really scouting out what Aston Villa could be signing. And after that, it seems Villa are ready to hit that clause, 20 million euros. And now it is all down to the player. And I would like to think that Oscar Mingueza is ready to come and give himself a good crack at European football with the Champions League with Aston Villa. Go on a title hunt in terms of the top four, not the Premier League title. I shouldn't say a title hunt, but a top four race hunt. And we're still in the FA Cup after that brilliant win against West Ham yesterday. So for me, it's a no-brainer that he should come to us. I think that right centre-back position, that right-back position is very much made for him. And I think this guy will absolutely be an asset to Aston Villa. Now, I think this one, for me, absolutely is the first piece of business that we should be doing. I know Aston Villa have been in talks and have been looking at trying to get, a wide forward in, and we've been linked to Kolo Muani, we've been linked to Donyell Marlon. But this one, for me, is the one to address, because I still think we have those defensive fragility, defensive issues, especially on that right side of defence. We've seen that when Villa go with that back four out of possession with Matty Cash at right back, and whether it's Konsa and whether it's Tyrone Mings or Pau Torres, we still have some of those issues in and around that. And one of the biggest issues that I've got with it is that Matty Cash is being asked in possession to go and play on the right side of a back three. And then, as we saw the other night, it was Tyrone Mings, Ezri Konsa and Matty Cash making up the ball playing back three, with Luca Dean being asked to push on one flank and Leon Bailey on the other. Now, Matty Cash, for me, isn't astute or adapted to that role. I think he struggles in it. He doesn't like to play it. And Cash is a fullback who prefers to push on and go and support the attacking play. And so, therefore, when we have played Ezri Konsa at right back, it's been a lot easier in transition for Unai Emery to play the way he wants in possession. Doesn't mean, though, it's solved our out of possession issues. And with Pau Torres injured and not going to be back for a couple of months, with Diego Carlos as well, looking like that he's going to go to Turkey and to Fenerbahce, we are 100% now crying out for this centre half on that right-hand side. And Oscar Mingueza, you are the man. Have a look at these stats then of what we're getting with Oscar, and in terms of how he is going to suit Aston Villa as one of our latest transfers. This has been a season so far. And I think you'll see, actually, that this guy's got a bit about him. And this guy's got something that I probably would like to say is why we're going to be looking at him and why Monty's been interested. As you can see, he has played for Celta Vigo now for 3 seasons, and every season he's sort of, been a mainstay in their team. First season, obviously, was 21 appearances, but it's the last season vibes that I'm looking at and how he's carried on that form into this year. In the 23-24 season, he played a massive, whopping 38 matches in the league, basically every game. 2 goals, 2 assists, kept himself fit. Once again, if you look at his games played record, 18 games this season, 2 goals, and 5 assists. And that 5 assists is catching my eye. It really is catching my eye. That we've got a right-sided defender who's got a few assists, and he's got goals under his belt. But the biggest thing I want to talk about, chat, is his games played. He seems to be someone at 25 years old, in great shape, good nick, and has also got a lot of minutes under his belt. The other thing about him is that he's got a good footballing heritage. He's played for the Spanish first team, and of course, he's played for Barcelona. And playing 2 seasons at Barcelona cannot go amiss. So this Spanish European pedigree is something that I absolutely love, and something that I'm glad that Aston Villa have managed to sort of pinpoint. So to have a look at some of the highlights of Oscar Mingueza, I just want to show you some of his defensive work and attributes that I'm seeing. And of course, as I said, if you look at the way he's pacey, he's strong, this is what he's coming here. There, and I like that. In a back three again, coming across and tackling on that right hand side when he went to Barcelona. And I just think this guy is a physical beast. He's a strong tackler on the ball. And what I think is probably a bit different to Pau Torres is that he's also a lot quicker over the ground. And we've got a bit of pace in Oscar Mingueza for a cool guy as well. And that height and that is something that I really wanted to see. You can see all the time this guy's putting his body on the line and making blocks. And that's why I'm saying, actually, having another player who's got a good physical height, 6'4", you've got the fact that he's pacey, can tackle, can block, but he can also make a clinical pass. He can make that pass that breaks the lines. He likes the diagonal. This is something that Villa definitely need to add into their repertoire and into their back line. So I think Villa have pinpointed the key position now, that right side of the defence needs to dress in. There's definitely an imbalance there. And I think it also does then scream that none other than Mr. Diego Carlos, sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. Diego Carlos is going to be on his way. So, look, we have to wait and see on that one and whether that one will come to fruition. But I genuinely think that this is a transfer that Villa will be wrapping up. And look, it's a 20 million release clause. I look at that and think it's not too bad of a price. It's not exactly like we're being robbed. And I think that in January, you can always get overinflated prices. We've done our scouting, we've done our homework. And yeah, I think it's the suited one. Of course, we looked at Wesley Franca, which would have been more of a prospect. But this guy, Oscar Mingueza, seems very set, very settled, very ready to come in. He's got that European experience in playing Champions League football. He's got that international experience playing for Spain. He's got, as I said, he's got all the acumens to come in and absolutely flourish. So let me know if you are actually getting excited about this signing. I think we are seeing the defensive problems, as I said at the start with Aston Villa, that we simply are leaking too many goals. We're simply not having that correct balance. And I believe, and I said this in my match reaction yesterday after the West Ham game, that Ezri Konsa's performances have gone downhill this season due to the nature of which he's having to keep chopping and changing positions. And his positional awareness and positional understanding has been massively impacted because it's a lot different playing on the right side of a defence to playing in the centre of a defence. It's a lot different transitioning from a back three into that back four. And I think Ezri has been impacted by that. So going forward, we could have a really strong lineup in terms of a Luca Dino Matson, a Mings, a Konsa, and then Mingueza. My only little worry you could probably say is how naturally could he play in a right back position in a back three. In a back four, sorry. Now, that gets me thinking, does that mean that Unai will then go and Ezri Konsa into a right back again? Or is it that he trusts Mingueza to go play out and out as a right back? That is something that will need to be considered and something that we definitely need to keep an eye on. Because I think for Villa to have success and for Villa to be able to sort out their defensive issues, we need to have a consistent back three, back four. We need a consistency in the personnel plan now. And I don't want to see players chopping and changing. So hopefully Oscar Mingueza comes in and absolutely nails that. And finally, throughout this video, I've just been thinking, if I butchered his surname in terms of Mingueza, then I do apologise. But that was my understanding of how to say it. So Villa fans, got to hear you in the comments now. How excited are we? Are we up for this one? The first transfer, it's got to be on this way, surely. All down to the player. You know what to do, Oscar. Sign the ting. Agree to the release clause. We can get it all wrapped up. We've got Everton on Wednesday. Who knows? Could he be in the matchday squad for Wednesday? We'll have to wait and see. But if not, we've got Arsenal as well coming up. So it would be good to have that defensive player in our squad ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this chat. Love to hear your thoughts on Oscar Mingueza. Come on, Villa. Let's get the first one over the line. I said this one's ready. I'm out of here. Make sure you watch the video that's on your screen now. Enjoy that. Get in the comments. Like it up. Subscribe. I'm out of here. Ta-da.